right, so today we are going to be going over how to find the surface area of nets. So if we go on here, it says a net is a diagram that can be folded to form a three-dimensional figure. So this is the example that they give us. Here is a net. It's this flat surface that you see here. And so when you fold it up and put it all together, it creates this shape here. Now, surface area is the area of the surface of a three-dimensional object. So this is like if you're wrapping a gift with wrapping paper, you're only wrapping up the outside. Or it's like if you're painting the walls to your room, that would be lateral surface area. Unless you're painting the floors also and the ceiling, that's what surface area is. You're only painting the outsides, not the actual inside space of the object. Okay, so when we take this is a rectangular prism. And so they want us to find the surface area. And so we're just going to find the area of each shape. So if we look here, this shape here is a rectangle. And so this rectangle is going to be the exact same rectangle as this one here. Okay, they share the exact same dimensions. Okay, they're the exact same rectangle. And then we have this rectangle right here. This is the exact same rectangle as this one up here. Okay. And then we have this rectangle right here on this side. And this rectangle right here is the exact same rectangle as this one right here. Okay, so now let's go ahead and find the area. So because this is a rectangle, to find the area, all we have to do is base times height. So 3 times 4 is our base and our height. So the area of this rectangle is 12 inches squared. Okay, that's going to make this other rectangle right here 12 inches squared also. All right. Now for the pink rectangle. So this is 1. And from here to here, we know is 4 because of this piece right here tells us it's 4. So to find the area of this one, we're going to do 1 times 4, which is just 4 inches squared. Okay, and then since these two rectangles are the same size, this is also 4 inches. All right, now we have this purple rectangle. So we do not know what this base is, and we do not know what this height is because they don't tell us. But since these two rectangles are exactly the same, if from here to here is 3 inches, and that means from here to here is also 3 inches. Okay. And then in our minds, we need to think, okay, if I were to fold this up, this side should match up exactly up to this side. So if we were to fold it up to make the shape, these two need to be the exact same height. So this would be 1 inch. Okay, so now that we figured out what the dimensions are, if we find the area of this purple rectangle, 3 times 1 gives us 3. And then the same for this one, 3 times 1 gives us 3. Okay, so now that we found the area of each shape, now we can find the total surface area. Okay, so SA, that stands for surface area. We're going to have to add them all up. So we have 2 rectangles that are 12. Should have done that in blue. 2 are 12. Plus, we have 2 rectangles that are 4. Plus, we also have 2 other rectangles that are 3 inches. Okay, so we can put all that in our calculator and see what we get. So let's see. Let me go ahead and put that in real quick. 2 times 12 plus 2 times 4 plus 2 times 3. And that gives us 38. And then we put our units. Our units here are inches squared. And that would be our total surface area. All right, this next one says, the net of a cube is shown below. Find the total surface area of the cube. Okay, so since it's a cube, that means a cube is made up of squares. And we have 6 squares here. Okay, this is the first one. And they're all the same size. There's a total of 6. Now, I believe this 2 millimeters was supposed to go right here. It probably shifted. So that means that each square is 2 millimeters by 2 millimeters. So to find the area of this square, we do 2 times 2, and that means that the area of each square is 4 millimeters squared. So for our total surface area, since all of the rectangles should all be 4, 4, 4, 4, and 4 millimeters squared, we're going to do 4 times 6 because there's a total of 6 squares. And that is going to give us 24 millimeters squared. All right, the next one, the net of a right triangular prism is shown below. Find the total surface area of the triangular prism. Okay, so since this is a prism, that means that you have 2 parallel bases, and in this case, it is a triangular prism, so that means that the 2 triangles here are the same size because it's a prism. So these are exactly the same. And then although it might look like some of the rectangles are the same, they are not. And we'll kind of go over their dimensions. So to find the area of a triangle, now the area of a triangle, the formula is different. It's going to be base. Let me zoom in a little bit. Base times height divided by 2. Okay, so our base and our height are 3 and 4 because they make this right angle right here. That's how we know that's a base and the height. And so it's going to be 3 times 4, which is 12, divided by 2 is going to give us 6. Area equals 6. Our units here are yards squared. Okay, so that means that this one is 6 yards squared. All right, then we have our next shape here. Here we have this rectangle. It is a 3 by 5. So since it's 3 by 5, we are going to multiply 3 times 5, which gives us 15. And we do not divide by 2 because this is not a triangle. So it's just going to be 15 yards squared. All right, then we have this other shape here. Kind of looks like a square. It might be. Let's go ahead and look at the dimensions. So here, we are going to take this piece, should be the exact same as this piece right here. So that means this piece is 3 yards. Okay. Now, when we fold this up, so we need to imagine in our brains, I'm going to fold this up into a triangular prism. And when we do fold it up, this is going to meet up with this side right here. So they're going to fold up and connect to each other. So then they have to be the same size. So that's going to be 3 yards. So 3 times 3 gives us a total of 9 yards. And then the last section, okay, so we have this rectangle over here. And so we're going to do the exact same thing. We have to imagine if I were to fold up this side to this side, they should match up to each other, okay? And so then that means that this has to be 3 yards. Okay, now we're missing this side right here. Okay, and so if I compare it to the triangle that's on the other side, it would be the same as this side right here, okay, which is 4 yards. So when we multiply 3 times 4, that is going to give us 12 yards squared. Okay, so now we're going to add them all up for our surface area. So surface area equals, we have our 2 triangles that are both 6 yards each. Okay, and then we have 1 rectangle that is 15 yards. Okay, then we have another rectangle that is 9 yards. Did I say triangle? I think I meant to say rectangle, I'm sorry. And then the next one is this green rectangle, and that is 12 yards squared. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and put this in our calculators. That's 9 plus 12, and that gives us a total of 48. So my surface area is going to equal 48 yards squared. All right, the next one. The net of a cylinder is shown below. Find the total surface area of the cylinder. Okay, so on here, we have 3 shapes that we see here. We have these two circles. They should be equivalent. They should be equal. They should be the exact same size. Okay, because if not, then it wouldn't be able to roll up and form a cylinder. So those two circles should be the same. And then we have this shape here. This is a rectangle. Okay, so we are going to find the area of the rectangle and the area of the two circles. So on here, if I find the area of the rectangle, we're going to do base times height. So 6 times 9. And 6 times 9 is going to give us, I believe, 54. And then our units are meters squared. For the area of a circle, our formula is going to be pi r squared. And we know that our radius is going to be 2, because this one will be here. So it'll be pi 2 squared. Okay. I'm going to leave this in terms of pi just for right now, so it could be less messy. So 2 squared gives you 4. That means that the area here is going to be 4 pi. So each circle is 4 pi. So now we're ready to find our total surface area. Okay, so we have these two circles. Both of the circles are 4 pi. Okay, plus we have the area of this rectangle, which we found to be was 54 meters squared. So 54. I'm going to go ahead and put this in my calculator exactly the way I see it. So we're going to do 2 times 4 pi plus 54. And I'm going to go ahead and round to the nearest tenth. So 79.1 and then meters. All right, the next example. So here it says the net of a square pyramid is shown below. Find the total surface area of the square pyramid. So since this is a pyramid and it's a square pyramid, that means this is a square right here. Okay, that means that both of the dimensions are going to be exactly the same. So it's going to be 4 times 4, which is going to give me 16 centimeters squared. Okay, because it's a square pyramid. And then my triangle, since this is a square pyramid, all these triangles need to be the exact same size in order for them to meet up together. Okay? If they would be different sizes, then the triangles wouldn't meet up together correctly. So for the formula for the area of a triangle is going to be base times height divided by 2. Base times height divided by 2. And if I look here, my base is 4 and my height is 5. So we're going to do 4 times 5. Divided by 2, which gives us 10 centimeters squared. And that's going to be for all of the triangles, all 4 of them that we have. Write it down here. 10 centimeters squared. All right, so now we're ready to find the total surface area. So for my surface area, we have one rectangle or square, which is 16 centimeters squared, plus we have 4 triangles, and all our triangles are the same size, and they are all have an area of 10. So we do 4 times 10 is 40, plus 16 would give us 56 centimeters squared. All right. Then the last one. So this is the net of a triangular pyramid. It's shown below. Find the total surface area of the triangular pyramid. Okay, so since this is a triangular pyramid, all of these triangles are going to be the exact same size. So we have 4 triangles. Okay? All of these are all the same size. So for the formula of a triangle, it's going to be area equals base times height divided by 2. Okay, our base is going to be 6 and our height is going to be 5. So 6 times 5 is 30. Divided by 2 gives us 15. Okay. All of these are 15, and our units are inches squared. Inches squared, inches squared. All right, so for our surface area, we have 4 triangles. All of them are 15. So that means that our 4 triangles are going to be a total of, no, not 30, sorry, 60 inches squared. And that's it. If you guys have any questions, go ahead and leave it down below in the comments and I'll get to you as soon as possible. You can also shoot me an email. Thank you. Bye.